Again, to our partners, Mr. Chito Manalo, Steven Tan, Ms. Ivy, Mr. John, Ms. Grace, sa SM family, of course, my regards to TSC, and Mr. Hansi, to all our friends gathered here, pati ko sa DTI family who are with me. Magandang hapon. At mga micro SMEs, syempre, na kasama natin. Palakpakan natin ang mga micro SMEs. Maraming salamat for joining us. And of course, our big thanks first to the SM family. You know, we've been partners with SM since I started to join back in government about 4 years ago. Umpisa na natin, we had this co-local concept. And we're very thankful that SM really partnered early on, establishing an market incubation concept wherein we can carry really on an daily basis micro SME products, the product winners as we call it. And rather than have mga 3-day trade fair, we want to make it really available every day. And thanks to SM, isa sila sa mga nauna na nag-pick up ng concept na yon. And now, the Go Local has a regular home inside Kultura. In partnership with Kultura. And because of that, we're able really to help, I think, over 300 SMEs right now who are regular suppliers to the Go Local project. And aside from that, we have the Auto Hub that carries also a lot of micro SME products. And as we saw in the video, I'd really like to give special thanks to the SM family. Again, for working with us during these difficult times of pandemic, the time of pandemic, wherein talagang we started with having some arrangements on rental grace period and in fact waiver pa ang nangyari. Hindi lang grace period, thanks to the SM family, TSC again, heeding to the call of the DTI, especially early on, right from the Bayanihan 1, hindi pa naisa sa batasyon, nagbigay na ng waiver ang SM sa mga lessees ng mall. So palakpakan natin ang SM doon. I think una isang buwan, then nagkaroon ng second month. And then the following months, ano ba tawag doon? Reduced rental fees, a lot of discount. We were talking nila Steven at that time, and instead of a fix and a percentage, naging percentage na lang, and it's a smaller percentage even. And we're thankful for that. And that really allowed micro SMEs to slowly bounce back na talagang nahirapan during the pandemic. A lot of things to be thankful for. And SM really was a partner. We've seen their contribution to adding the testing center capacity and all your help to the SMEs. You yourself would be having those projects at foundation. It's really important that pagsama-sama, bayanihan as we call it, people helping people, and we like that. We all believe in that saying, minsan lang tayo dadaan sa mundong ito, sabi nga, no? And talaga, kaya lahat ng pwedeng kindness na ibigay mo na. And we know that SM is living to that mantra, to that saying, and we're thankful for that. The micro SMEs, as you know, is a big part of our economy, accounting for over 70% of employment, so very important po na ma-revive and ma-sustain natin. Part of building back consumer confidence really is our ability to save micro SMEs. I said, given the fact that they account for 70% of the employment, we really have to make sure that SMEs are back. Based on our survey, when we started with the lockdown, of course the worst was sometime April to June, the percentage of stores closed went up to about 38% of the entire population or number of companies, and in particular SMEs. 2 months after, bumaba na po yun sa around 9 or 10%. Malaki na, because as we were reopening the economy, a lot of stores began to reopen. Pero marami pa rin, 9 to 10% pa rin ang close. In our last reading, 5% na lang. So it's not yet 100%. It's quite difficult. Those who really closed operation really had probably a very difficult time. Probably they closed, we don't know if it's permanent or if it's temporary.
But one thing sure, if you're an entrepreneur, diba, yung kasabihan, laban lang. So it's possible that they will reopen probably with a different business. Nag-pivot na sila. They change their business model in light of what's happening. And they have to make sure that they change their business model to be attuned with the new normal. At yung mga dating business model that won't work anymore would have to be changed. And with that, as far as DTI is concerned, we love doing this kind of partnership because we know that in SM, as SM does this, and within Kultura on a regular basis, the Christmas Bazaar, we're giving hope back to the micro SMEs. This bazaar will be a testing ground again. Para this is like a market incubation system, and allowing their products to be given the exposure that they need, and free of rental, and importante, even in our Go Local, in Kultura, of course, they don't pay any fee. Importante lang mabenta sila, and at least they get that exposure also. So malaking tulong po ang binibigay ng SM, and for that we're very grateful. The DTI will continue to support micro SMEs and partner with groups like SM, and will help out in terms of entrepreneurship education. We continue the mentoring program, which we are doing. Right now, it's more of webinars, online seminars na. We do it like almost every day. You go to the DTI website, there's always a seminar, either how to start a business, grow the business. In times like this, also increasing digitalization and making your stores online. I understand even SM is going into e-commerce and online as well, to pivot also your business model. So talagang lahat ng pwede nating tulong, micro SMEs, microfinancing for micro SMEs, we also provide under the SB Corp. So dito po sa mga kasama nating micro SMEs who would be needing operating capital, meron po tayong bagong program under Bayanihan 2. We have a 10 billion program that caters to, that we provide microfinancing for SMEs. Yun nga lang, out of the 10, 6 billion would be for MSMEs in the tourism sector, 4 billion would be for the MSMEs in general. And it is for your operating capital needs, working capital needs. So it could be for your 13th month ng mga employees yung napag-usapan recently, or it could be to replenish your inventory, mga inventory po ninyo, mga raw materials that will allow you to continue operation. Importante po yung mag-continue yung operation so that they can save the jobs that will create more demand in the economy. Importante may jobs and income, more demand in the economy, bring back, stimulate demand, and the demand that will encourage more producers to produce more output. And then yun na, virtuous cycle na yun. More output, more investments, more employment, and then ikot na. So it's really important that we are able to save SMEs, to save jobs. Kaya po, pagtulong-tulungan po natin yon. We have the microfinancing, we have the shared service equipment. Alam po ni President Chito yan dahil dati pong undersecretary sa DTI. At nag-secretary rin ba ng OIC secretary. So a lot of programs that we will continue to give our full support. And again, the future looks bright. I mean, some indicators, some signs of recovery, despite the gloomy atmosphere generally because of the lockdown. So, frankly, if I may share also, seeing the Christmas tree, well-lit Christmas tree, nakakaganda, nakakagaan ng damdamin, no? Parang masaya, and andyan pa rin yung Pasko, tuloy pa rin ang Pasko. Sabi nga namin, tuloy rin yung Pasko kasi no price increase sa mga Noche Buena products. So, tuloy ang Pasko talaga. So, no price increase. So, dito, seeing the lights, hopefully, mas talagang tuloy pa rin ang kapaskuhan ng ating mga kababayan at nagbibigay ng pag-asa ang SM. At we reopen the economy. Hopefully, after this year, we are still challenged, but the signs of recovery are there. The unemployment has gone down from 17.7 to 10%. Even GDP, yung minus 16.5, now it's minus 11. Malaki pa din, but the direction is, an upward trajectory. We're in the recovery stage.
Even mga manufacturing index, we call it PMI, is going back to the 50 benchmark. So we continue to gradually